So I've been playing around with the new M4 Mac Mini from Apple, and I saw some really cool designs for 3D printed covers that would go around the Mac Mini itself. So of course, I had to 3D print one. This is my Bamboo A1 right here, and this is a model of the Mac Pro desktop, the current generation Mac Pro desktop. And once I printed it out, I had shell, I had a couple of interior parts, I had some parts for legs and for handles and for wheels. You could either put legs or you could put wheels on these. I find that especially funny because the Mac Pro wheels are such an expensive add-on. So first I had the shell and I fit the Mac Mini into it and actually fit perfectly, which was great. And then I started to play around with some of the accessories. Here's some little handles that go on top. I printed these in a different color than the base of the body, and I also printed the wheels in a different color and a couple of little extras, add-ons, and accessories. But I was really impressed with how much this actually looks like the real Mac Pro desktop. Then I had this little black piece on the back, and I couldn't quite figure out how to get it in there. I realized I had to take it back apart and put on this back plate first and get that to fit on. And then once I had the back plate on, then I could slide the entire thing back into the chassis. And once I did that, well, then it looked and felt a lot more like the final product that I wanted it to be. So I had my handles on, I had my body on, I had the back plate on. Then it was time to put together some of the wheels, which had a bunch of different parts to them. There's like little kind of tires, and there's the actual wheel structure itself. And there's about 3, 4, 5 parts per wheel, and it took a little wheedling around to try to figure out how to get it to stick together and how to squeeze the parts together so they'd snap in together. And then once I did that, I was able to insert the wheel, and unlike the $800 wheels you can actually buy for your Mac Pro desktop, these are just included with the 3D model that I got off of Maker World, but I'm sure you can find these models elsewhere also. And the guy who did this one has designed a whole bunch of other Mac Mini models, including one that looks like an iMac, one that looks like older Mac Pros, but I really like this current Mac Pro design. It's even got a little red power button that triggers the power button on the Mac Mini itself, which is on the bottom side of the Mac Mini, which makes it a little harder to get to sometimes, but in this case, works out fine. The last step was putting this little plate on here to complete the look, and I stuck that on actually with some poster tack, and it stayed on fine. And there you go. I've got my Mac Mini in my Mac Pro case. This is bone white, the main filament there for the body, which is kind of a cool off-white look. I like it a lot. And then it was time to plug it in. Just one power connection and one video connection, and there it is. You've got a Mac Mini that kind of looks like a Mac Pro, and it's just a kind of fun desk toy to keep next to your monitor on your desk. And if you want to dress up your Mac Mini, there's a lot of ways to do it. Here's one of them. You can find more at microcenter.news.